Renfield here, and you're watching Transylvania Tonight with my master dragon, Countess Carita. It's Valentine's Day, and if you're like me and don't have anybody special in your life, you could be feeling lonely. That's why I've made up my mind to find that special someone. So I'm composing my profile for Match.com and Tinder. How does this sound? Ladies, do you like a clean-shaven man? Then I'm the fella for you. And the best part is, you'll be doing all the shaving. Do you like to shave your man and shave him often? Then you're in luck, because I need to be shaved daily. And I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, I really, really like it a lot. And I think you will too. That's just the beginning. What do you think?
I'm Countess Carita, and welcome to Transylvania Tonight. Happy Valentine's Day. You know, if I had one wish to come true for all of you, it would be that you have found, or will find, someone as perfect for you as Drac is for me. I couldn't imagine finding anyone more perfect for me. So, here he is, my wish come true, my deadest Drac.
Oh, thanks, Carita. You know, it was awfully sweet of Carita to say what she did, you know? And I don't want you to think I'm being ingracious about her compliment, but to tell you the truth, I don't know what she means by it. Because you see, Carita thinks that there are 3 genders. No, it's true. She thinks there's female, male, and clown. Yeah, Carita thinks clowns are a gender. So when she says, oh, Drac was all I was looking for, well, what is she talking about? Am I like the man of her dreams, or am I the clown of her dreams? Not even close to being live from the Borgo Pass, it's Transylvania Tonight with your hosts, that award-winning King of the Vampires, Drac, and Countess Carita, the darling of the undead. Join Drac and Carita for tonight's films, Harry Langdon in the First 100 Years, and his feature film, Tramp, Tramp, Tramp. I'm Drac, she's Countess Carita, and welcome to Transylvania Tonight.
Drac, don't be such a clown.
See?
We have a great Valentine's Day show for you tonight. And speaking of clowns, our show tonight features a comedian that is often called Hollywood's forgotten clown, Harry Langdon.
You know, there were a lot of great comics in the silent film era, and the best are always considered to be Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, Harold Lloyd, and Harry Langdon.
But Harry Langdon isn't remembered the way his peers are today. One reason that is often cited is that Langdon tried to take total control of his films the way Chaplin, Keaton, and Lloyd had, and was repeatedly making bad decisions, which led to his later films being subpar.
It seems that the other creative filmmakers involved in the making of Langdon's movies had a better sense of what made him tick and click with the audiences than Langdon himself did.
So we begin tonight with one of Langdon's short films that he made at Maxinette Studio.
So here, from 1924, is Harry Langdon starring in the first 100 years. Oh, I remember my first 100 years.
Of course you do. You're still wearing the underwear from it.
Run the short.
See, all he can talk about are his shorts. He's positively medieval. In fact, he clowns around so much he would have been a court jester.
See, there she goes again. How disrespectful.
We hope you enjoyed the first 100 years. And I would suspect that for many of you, this is probably the first time you've ever seen Harry Langdon.
Which brings us to tonight's feature film, Harry Langdon starring in Tramp, Tramp, Tramp. Now this is an interesting movie because of two side notes that are connected to it. To begin with, one of the story contributors to Tramp, Tramp, Tramp was the legendary film director Frank Capra.
Capra began his motion picture career writing and directing comedies, but today Frank Capra is probably best remembered as the director of such classic films as It Happened One Night, Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and It's a Wonderful Life.
Another interesting side note about Tramp, Tramp, Tramp is that Harry Langdon's leading lady is one of the greatest movie stars from Hollywood's heyday, Joan Crawford.
Crawford had already been working in pictures for 2 years when she made Tramp, Tramp, Tramp. During Hollywood's golden age, Crawford was under contract at MGM, but in 1944, when her contract wasn't renewed by Louis B. Mayer, she moved over to Warner Brothers, where she won an Academy Award for Best Actress for her portrayal as the title character in Mildred Pierce.
We thought Tramp, Tramp, Tramp would be a perfect movie to show for Valentine's Day because it shows just what lengths a guy will go to get a kiss from a pretty girl.
So here it is from 1926.
Harry Langdon and Joan Crawford starring in Tramp, Tramp, Tramp.
Drac? What lengths would you go to get a kiss? Start the movie.
Welcome to Letters to Drac, where you, the home viewer, writes letters to me, Count Dracula, Prince of Darkness, King of the Vampires, and I answer them for you right here on the program. Do we have a letter tonight, Carita?
We do.
Oh, well, good. Well, let's get right to it.
Okay. The letter reads, Dear Drac, I would like some advice from you.
Sure.
Is it abnormal for a woman to obsess over a man that she doesn't really know and is only seen on television? I have had this feeling ever since I first watched your show, Transylvania Tonight. What a man! How handsome! How sophisticated! How elegant! How can I keep my mind on anything else except the perfect man? I think about my man all day long and it's painful. And it's even worse at night. I wonder what it would be like to find myself swept up in a strong embrace and to be held for hours while being smothered with kisses. Is what I'm feeling normal? Can a woman feel this way for a man she has never even met? Is it possible to feel such a strong bond and want to be with such a big-time media persona? I need help, Drac. Can you help me? Please help me. Sincerely, Nora Wallace.
Well, Nora, to begin with, thank you for all of your kind words, for saying that you thought I was handsome, sophisticated, and elegant. And no, I really don't think it's unusual for a person to form a bond with a media persona that they see on TV, like you see me, Drac, But I think you should know, Nora, that there's only room for two bats in my belfry, me and my beloved Countess Carita. But again, thank you for the kind words. And, when you said you thought I was handsome, sophisticated, and elegant, you forgot to also mention that I'm highly intelligent. So, thank you for joining us for Letters to Drac.
Drac, there's a postscript.
Oh, there is? Oh, jeez, If Nora says anything that's more flattering about me, I'm afraid I might become an egotist. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Well, what does the postscript say?
It reads, P.S. I forgot the most important part of my letter. Is Mr. Renfield really as dreamy in real life as I find him to be on television? And do you think you could send me his phone number? I'd love to talk to him. Thanks again.
Renfield?
Renfield.
You mean she was really saying all those things about Renfield?
It appears so, but what do I know? You're the smart one.
Yeah, right.
So, thanks for joining us for Letters to Drac. Keep those cards and letters coming, and we'll see you soon.
Really? Renfield?
Hey everybody, welcome to Igor Comedy Cavern. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Igor.
Igor who?
Igor who steals bodies, they say. So this is Valentine's Day. And a very special night. Here you see my friend. A good guy. Friend good. But he very unlucky in love. Ever since he been made, he only had one date. And it was explosive. That's because when she reject him, he blow up Dr. Frankenstein land. Unlucky in love. Not Igor. You know, Igor have very beautiful girlfriend. Egret. She have athletic figure. Cause she's shaped like basketball. So, the other night, Egret and I, we were watching TV, and I smelled something really, really bad. And you know, I live in Sulfur Pit Cave, right? You know what sulfur smell like? So if this smell bad, whoa, he's really bad. So I ask her, I say, Egret, you smell that? Is that the dog? Have you been feeding him chili again? Brussels sprouts? And Egret, she go, oh, Igor, you're so silly. That's me! And you know, she was right. But then she does the cutest thing. Egret start talking baby talk to me. She say, oh, Igor. And I say, what, Egret? And she say, I need to be changed. Change me. So, I go and get diaper. Well, actually, truth be told, I go get tablecloth because you know Egret, she's a big girl. So I get her all changed, powdered, pinned up. And just as soon as I'm done, I smell the same thing. So I look into her eyes and I say, Egret? And she say, uh-huh. So I had to do all over again. but was so cute.
You awful.
What?
You stink.
Mom, shut up! Other comedians don't have their mothers heckling them. So people ask me, they say, Igor, what do you and Egret like to do for a good time? And I tell them, well, Egret, she likes to pull all the hairs from my ears. She plucked them one by one. Kind of tough on this side. She used crowbar to pull up Igor's head.
This guy's
And then when she's done with my ears,
his mother's
she
right.
picked all the hairs from my nose. Which explains why I sleep in underwear. On my back! Hey, hope you had good time. Remember, tell all your friends, come down to Igor Comedy Cavern for a good time. Say good night. Say good night, friend.
So, happy Valentine's Day, Karita.
Happy Valentine's Day? That's a horrible thing to say.
Why? Why, Valentine's Day is a day that's all about romance.
Oh, I know all about it.
You do you?
Oh, sure. I know all about romance.
You do you?
Of course. The mans were from Rome.
The mans were from Rome.
Sure. You see, that's why they called them Romans.
Romance. Got it.
Rome is in Italy, you know. That's where that Rome man, Christopher Columbus, met St. Valentine. Because all the saints used to come from Italy.
Oh, they did they?
Uh-huh. So Christopher Columbus invited St. Valentine to get on his boat with him and discover America. And when they got here, they went to Chicago to sell deep dish pizza and beer.
They sold pizza and beer.
Well, sure. They had to have something to wash down the pizza.
Of course.
Yes, that made the Irish guys that were selling whiskey angry. So St. Valentine sent Al Cap I to kill them.
Al Cap. But Al Cap created Little Abner. I think you mean Al Capone.
Now, Drac, I know how to read and spell. What does C-A-P spell?
Cap.
And what does O-N-E spell?
One.
Al Cap I.
I see. And just how did Al Cap become Al Cap I?
Well, that happened after he capped his first guy. That's when he became...
Al Cap I. Got it.
So St. Valentine told Al Cap I to round up all the Irish whiskey guys in a garage and shoot them. And that's when he could have become Al Cap VIII.
Because he killed 7 more guys.
Yes. And that day was St. Valentine's Day. And even worse, it was called the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And it's inspired people to kill people in garages ever since.
Rita, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre hasn't inspired anybody to kill anybody in a garage.
Sure it has. Look at what my Aunt Edna did to my Uncle Ed.
Your Aunt Edna shot your Uncle Ed in the garage on Valentine's Day?
No, worse. She pulled into their garage too fast and didn't see him standing there and hit him with the car.
And it killed him?
No, but he put a nasty dent in the car's hood.
Well, that's too bad.
Oh, it was. And for years after that, all the children in the neighborhood would come around and make papier-mâché masks out of the dent.
Because it looked so horrible?
No, it was more a look of surprise.
Well, no wonder you have such strong feelings about Valentine's Day. So I guess I'll just go ahead and cancel the reservation I made for us to have a nice Valentine's Day dinner tonight.
You better not.
No?
No, I may not like Valentine's Day, but I love going out to dinner.
Okay.
Are you going to pick up the check this time?
Say goodnight, Karita.
Good night, Karita.
Why? Because I love her, that's why. From Transylvania, the mating capital of the undead world, it's the mating game. And now here's the star of the show, Drac Lang.
Thank you, and welcome to the mating game. Oh boy, Shakespeare said, if music be the food of love, play on. What I don't understand, though, is how can you eat music? Well, tonight we have 3 eligible bachelors that are all going to be competing for the hand of a beautiful, sophisticated young bachelorette. So, let's meet them now. Bachelor number 1 is a widower, originally from Alabama, who now hangs his hat wherever he hangs his shingle. He's an ambulance-chasing attorney. Meet Atticus. Bachelor number 2 is the full-time news director for the Borgo Pass Report, who in his spare time is a gigolo, grifter, and all-around con artist. Meet Groucho. And bachelor number 3 is a blacksmith from the village of Frankenstein. To relax, he enjoys playing music on his ram's horn and stealing bodies, they say. Let's welcome Igor. And now let's meet our bachelorette. She's been kept in a soundproof room down in the dungeon, so she couldn't hear us. She's also from Alabama and is a practicing attorney in personal injury cases for the undead. Let's welcome Scout. Welcome to the show, Scout. Sure. Now, are you ready to play the game?
Sure.
All right, then let's get started with your first question.
Okay. Bachelor number 1, what is your idea of the ideal romantic date?
Well, to begin with, I, the dator, would have drafted a hold harmless agreement to be executed by you, the datee, in the event that things get a little bit frisky. No one needs to get hit with a sexual harassment lawsuit now, do they?
Atticus?
Scout?
That's my father. What kind of sickos are running this show?
Well,
Talk about a lawsuit.
Well, I agree, and I think it would be best for all concerned if I were to recuse myself from this game.
Well, we're always prepared for problems here on the show. So we have an alternate bachelor who's standing by back in the wings, and we'll bring him out now. So, Scout, all you have to do is just plug your ears so you can't hear us. Okay? Good. Our alternate bachelor is the financial editor for the Borgo Pass Report. He's a young 39, and his hobbies include counting his money and counting his money. Let's welcome Drac Benny.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, doggone it, Benny, you ham-bone, sit down.
Gee.
Okay, Scout, you can take your fingers out of your ears now. All right, and let's start the game again.
Bachelor number 1, what is your idea of the ideal romantic date?
One where you pick up the check, of course.
Wow. Bachelor number 2, same question. What is your idea of the ideal romantic date?
One where you pick up the check and give me cab fare.
Really?
Well, it would be great if I also got the waitress's phone number. What could be more romantic than that?
Sheesh. Bachelor number 3, what is your idea of the ideal romantic date? Would you make me pick up the check too?
Oh, no. Because you are
I-N-E, fine lady. And so I would take you out for fine time. I would take you to all-you-can-eat buffet. And I would make you 2 plates of everything.
You would? 2 plates of everything?
Oh, yeah. Because I like to watch women eat a lot. And I would like to watch you eat a lot. A lot. I would like to watch you eat until you look like cute little Russian nesting doll.
Oh, okay. Bachelor number 1, what do you like to do for fun?
Well, I just adore checking my stock portfolio and counting my money.
Sounds like a good time. Bachelor number 2, what do you like to do for fun?
The waitress's number I got while we were out on our date.
Wonderful. Bachelor number 3, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to steal bodies. They say.
I think that's illegal.
It is. And I have the neck to show for it.
Bachelor number 1, what do you consider your best trait?
Frugality.
Bachelor number 2, what do you consider to be your best trait?
Well, no matter what the situation is, I always manage not to get caught.
Bachelor number 3, same question. What do you consider your best trait?
My posture and my captivating smile.
That's it. I'm done.
Oh, so you've made your decision?
I have.
All right then, which one of the bachelors is it going to be?
None of them. They can go date themselves.
Well, that's a first. Sorry about that, bachelors, because we had a great date planned for you. It was going to start out with a tour of the La Brea Tar Pits and end up at the Okefenokee Swamp. Oh. Well, we'll be back again soon with another edition of The Mating Game. But until then, remember, smooch early. And smooch often. Hello, Carita.
Oh, hello, Drac. You big, strong, handsome vampire, you.
Oh, Carita, you say the sweetest things.
I know, because I love you, Drac.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, Carita.
Carita.
I'm Drac, and this is the Embargo Pass Report. Our top story tonight. Whoa! It looks like we got breaking newses. For more on this, we go to our Countess Carita. Carita Mia?
Thanks, Drac.
Sure, babiest.
We're just getting word that an evil little winged demon has been flying around all over the world shooting people in the hearts with arrows.
It's shooting people in the hearts with arrows?
That's what it says.
Are they wooden arrows?
They are. They're made out of holly.
Ooh, Holly's the worst. Oh, so where did this little winged demon come from?
Well, nobody is sure, but a police sketch artist has released this image of the nasty little beast.
Oh, that's horrible.
It is, Drac. It's hideous. I can hardly stand to look at it.
Oh, Carita, I think I'm going to be sick. Could you take over?
Okay. We'll bring you updates on this breaking story as things develop. In our next story, we have a new segment called Madame Watercroconova's Message to the Dead. Are you there, Madam?
Yes, Carita, I'm here.
What is Message to the Dead?
Well, most psychics get message from the dead to give to the living. Such a one-way street. I thought it would be nice to give a message to the dead from the dead.
I see. And do you have a message to deliver from across the veil to someone tonight?
I do. I have message for former diva of Paris, Phantom of the Opera Christine, from Eric, the Phantom.
Oh, how ironic you're giving a message to a phantom from a phantom.
Yes, it's coming clear. Christine, I'm over it. You crossed the veil over 50 years ago, and not one peep from you. You don't call, you don't write. These days, communication is so easy. Obviously, you don't want me anymore. Your former hot, handsome hunk, Eric.
Wow, that's cold.
Da, of course it's cold. Eric is dead. Kaput.
For our next story, we go to our man in the field, Mr. Renfield. Are you there, Renfield?
I am, Carita.
I see that you're still in the Seward Sanitarium.
I am, but it won't be much longer. That's because tonight I'm going to start a new series of reports on dating in the new millennium.
You are?
Yes, dating today isn't the same as it was just a few years ago. Meeting a nice girl at church, or in an insane asylum, or on a desolate graveyard after midnight has been replaced by online dating sites. And on most of these dating sites, you're encouraged to post a video. So I've decided to throw my hat in the ring and make one. Would you and Drac like to see it?
Oh, of course we would.
We would? Oh, yeah, I mean, oh, sure. Oh, yeah, doggone it. We'd love to see it. Of course we would, Renfield.
Great. Here it is. Hello, ladies. Cupid here for my good friend, Mr. Renfield. He's quite a fellow. Let me tell you about him. I can't fool you. I am Mr. Renfield. So you're probably asking, Mr. Renfield, why are you dressed like Cupid? Well, it's because Cupid is a symbol of love, and I'm all about the love, ladies. and dressing like Cupid gave me a chance to show you my physique. Do you like a clean-shaven man? Then I'm the fellow for you. And the best part is, you'll be doing all the shaving. Do you like to shave your man and shave him often? Then you're in luck, because I need to be shaved daily. And why I say I need to be shaved daily, I mean daily. And lucky for you, I need to be shaved everywhere. Everywhere. And I like it. I like it a lot. Some people say I like it too much. But I think you'll like it too. So I'll be waiting for you to get in touch. Isn't a tender touch with a nice sharp razor. So, what do you think?
No creative, that Cupid painting suddenly starting to look really familiar to me. What do you think?
Master? Karita? What do you think?
Hold on a second, Renfield. We need to do a side-by-side comparison.
The resemblance is uncanny.
It is, isn't it?
What's going on?
Renfield, were you clean-shaven today?
Sure. Do you want to see?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I'm talking about your other end, Renfield. Was your face clean-shaven today? Did you shave your beard?
Never.
Oh. Okay. Well then, thanks, Renfield.
So what do you think about my video?
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, doggone it. It was good, Renfield. It was really good. Oh.
Thanks, Master, but I'd rather get a lady's opinion since it is the ladies I'm trying to impress with it. What do you think, Karita?
Oh, well, like Drax said, it was really good, Renfield.
Really? I mean, like, if you weren't with my master, would you respond to that video?
Oh, you bet, Renfield.
That's what I thought. Irresistible, huh?
Yeah. Maybe to the flies.
What was that, Master?
No, I said, my, how time flies. We're all out of time, Renfield. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Talk to you later. Thanks.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for this time. We'll see you next time on the Borgo Pass Report. So really, Karita, if it weren't for me, you'd reply to Renfield's video?
Well, let's look at the side-by-side comparison again.
And now, here's an editorial comment from the Borgo Pass news director, Groucho.
Groucho here, the Borgo Pass news director with an editorial comment. So it's Valentine's Day, and love is in the air. I thought I smelled something fishy in here. And when I say fishy, I mean fishy. And when I mean fishy, I know fishy. Because I used to carry on a torrid romance with a mermaid. Ah, yes. She was a beautiful little guppy. Her name was Gilly. We would meet on the Atlantic monthly. She would perch on a rock and sing to me. But her singing was horrible. It gave me a headache. It hurt my ears so much I thought I'd need a sturgeon. You know, for a little girl, or at least half a little girl, she had a very deep voice. Too much bass. I mean bass. Finally I came to the realization that things could never work out between me and Gilly. So I broke it off. And Gilly was so angry with me, she told me to go spawn myself. Now that hurt. Well, it was her words that hurt, not the act itself. Well, I didn't try that. What kind of a man do you think I am? Don't answer that. But even though it's been years since I broke it off with Gilly, there isn't a week that it goes by that I don't think of her. It's generally on Friday evenings when I go to the American Legion all-you-can-eat fish fry. I look down at my plate, at those beautiful battered and deep-fried fillets, and I wonder, could that be my little Gilly? And then I chow down, because Gilly always did look good enough to eat, especially with lots of tartar sauce. And while I pine for Gilly, I've been fairly active in the years that have passed. So let my story be an inspiration to you. If you have a relationship that's gone underwater, why, just realize like I did, there's more than one fish in the sea. I'm Groucho, the Bargo Pass News Director, and this has been my editorial comment.
This has been an editorial comment from the Borgo Pass News Director, Groucho.
Well, that's our show for tonight. We hope you liked it.
And as Harry Langdon would say,
So until we meet again, keep your friends close and your enemies decapitated.
and remember, fly right.
Oh, Dennis? Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thanks, honey bat.
You're welcome. Go on and open it.
Oh no, I'll wait until we actually shoot the show.
We just did the show.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
What did you think we were doing?
Well, this was the run-through for tomorrow night when we shoot the Valentine's Day show on Valentine's Day.
Well, that would explain why your performance was so lackluster. Tonight is Valentine's Day night.
It is?
Yes.
Oh.
So go on and open it.
Well, it's candy, isn't it?
Open it.
It's empty.
Look in the lid.
Candy is in the dungeon? Candy is in the dungeon? Oh, you mean that for Valentine's Day, you got me Candy, that cute little peasant woman from down in the village?
I did.
Oh, Garita, that was so thoughtful. And you're sure this is Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Are the stores still open?
I don't think so.
Oh. Here, Carita. Happy Valentine's Day.
You're giving me the red skull that Captain America gave you?
Well, yeah. You know, it's very special because it is the Red Skull. And, I mean, look at it. It's Valentine's red. Yeah. All right. Well, excuse me. I'm going to go down to the dungeon.
Okay.
Oh, Carita,
Mm-hmm.
I did forget something.
What?
Well, will you marry me?
Yes.
You will?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, honey bat.
You're welcome.
Now, you want to go down to the dungeon with me? I'll share some candy with you.
Okay.
Okay. Night, folks. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day.
Transylvania Tonight is a Fly Right production.